What's up, everybody? It's your local patriot, Howard Atkins. Well, today I'm going to talk about, um, I don't know how to explain. He's kind of a friend, but uh, he's also Adam's girlfriend's dad, xDEA agent, Brian Enstine. And when me and Adam was going to college down in Nashville Auto Diesel College, he was at xMetro in Nashville. But um, me and Adam, we signed up to go to school together. So as a buddy team, so they can't separate us. They had to keep us in the same class unless one of us failed, then we were separated then. But if we pass, they can't separate us. Now, there was classes that um, people people would have to do alphabetical order. Even then, they can't separate us either. And if there's one guy, he was Allison, I think his name was, and he would have separated us. But in the classes that they did alphabetical order, that guy was in another classroom because they run two classes, same thing, and that's how they roll. So uh, me and Adam always sat together and everything. And so anyway, Adam, uh, he met Brian through the underground car dealing thing, and but so Adam would do side jobs with Brian on Brian Einstein's property, and he'll take this PFC alpha with him also sometimes, and or he would take me. But uh, they got constant for a while, and um, in the beginning, uh, I was working on his property. I like doing outside work here and thing, uh, and like lawn mowing and everything because uh, it's more satisfying for me. But uh, I'm all sweaty and all this other stuff. And uh, as I'm walking from the man-made pond, he's like, "Hey, Howard, you want to come work for me?" I was like, "Hell no!" And he kind of had a look on his face. I was like, "But if you want to pay me for my help, you can pay me for my help because I'm take breaks, my rest and everything because I'm back. But if you feel it's worth my uh, if you feel it's worth the money, you can pay me if you want." And he agreed, and I got paid. So 5 days before Adam got murdered in Nashville at Auto Diesel College, um, my weapons were stolen and my Xbox One, my pistol, and my shotgun by Anthony Johnson, was a friend that hang out with Adam, and he also went to Brian Einstein's to work, I guess, for as a helper. And yeah, so that kid stole my stuff, and Adam helped me to locate and figure out who stole them because Adam helped me find them, and he gave me a phone call and told me to contact another friend of his named Pineapple, or his name's Affalay, but I don't know how to spell it. And so I contacted Affalay, and Affalay told me that uh, Anthony Johnson and his buddy fucking broke in my place, stole my stuff, and because he also knows it was my stuff. And so yeah, Adam helped me out to find out who stole my stuff. Also, um, the day before, a few days before, Anthony and his buddy came over and asked if he can borrow some money for his mom's medicine. But I don't know. It was weird because when we go down to school and we come back because we had tests, we can get do a test down at Nashville Auto College. You get let out early and you get to come back right after you do the tests on test day. So it was test day, and I got done, parked my car in the back end because we had to drive all the way to Nashville for school and then drive back to Clarksville, Tennessee. And so I parked my car and opened the door. As soon as I sat down on my couch, knocked on the door. I was like, what the, I mean, what's the um, probability of that happening? And turn as Anthony. So on the day that Adam got murdered, um, we was breaking for dinner chow, and me and a few other classmates, and some of them were ex-military also, and uh, we would go to Taco Bell and smoke um, concentrate at the Taco Bell, and then we come back and do break class, whatever. And well, this day, um, uh, Mark McHenry was supposed to be helping Adam take out all the drum brakes out of the back of his Duramax diesel, and but instead went to uh, Jeremy Bullock's house, Roach, in Clarksville, Tennessee, which takes an hour and a half one way just to get to Clarksville, and you only get about an hour and a half or 40 minutes for dinner chow. So he would never made it back in time for class. So we come back from Taco Bell to the classroom, and then from the classroom we're gonna go to the shop, and we get into the room, and Anna showed up, and the teacher asked me where Adam was, so I was like, I'm not sure. So I gave Adam a call on his cell phone, and then as we were all going to uh, the shop, the next building across the road, uh, I also had to go grab my clear iPro because we gotta have a clear iPro to go in the shop, and I had to go grab it out of my car, and then I went to go see where Adam was, because I would go to where he would usually park on the other side because I had handicap parking, so I got to park up front. And so I went to look where Adam was, and as I'm crossing the road, both sides of the park, the parking lot, there's roads on both sides. Uh, Police were like going down to the back end of the school. Because across the road there's more classrooms on that other side at Lincoln Tech, and so all these cops going, the lights on, blaring, going to the back, and this is when I see I ain't see Adam on the ground, but I see his truck out back. Police taped it up and everything, and uh, so uh, I went back to class room and everything, and they wanted everybody to go back from the shop to back to the classroom, and so we went back to the classroom. They end up releasing everybody for the rest of the night because what happened to Adam. So I drove to the hospital, and a bunch of other guys, one of my MP buddies, also goes to school in his 300Z. He went, um, called a couple people from, I called Roach himself, and he came down. But Mark, when we were at the hospital, Mark was over by the parking decks in the shadows and everything. And that's when Mark told me that he was supposed to be with Adam, taking all the drums brakes out the back of the truck because Adam worked at a brake place and he was donating the drums so they had props to work on for use the lathes to flatten the surfaces. So um, yeah, so um, Brian Einstein was there. There was a group of thuggish black guys, which I also knew them, because we went to school together at the same place. And he's one of the guys in there blabbing about all kinds of stuff and about what was going on. So I didn't tell the guys uh, that this is an xDEA agent and active Metro. I was just like, hey, this is my buddy. Just tell him everything you know. And then got to the point where Brian Einstein is like, you know who I am? I'm Active Metro. And then the guy just pretty much, shut up after that. But or Brian took me into the hospital to get more information out of him. I tried. Just know there's a lot of stuff going on at this time area, but I'm just giving a baseline of what's going on, so I can fill in the blanks later. But um, so yeah, so Anthony Johnson calls me on the cell phone, and he was asking to go to uh, uh, Brian Einstein's for Adam's funeral reception, and I told Anthony it probably wasn't a good idea. And I told Brian Einstein, and Brian Einstein said, if he shows up, this is before he got arrested. Uh, if he sees Anthony, that he would arrest him. So, but during the funeral, well, at the funeral home, Adam, or not Adam, but Mark Meehan didn't show up for Adam Anderson's funeral. Even though Adam got him the first job when he got stepped off the bus uh, from North Carolina to come to my place, and but Mark didn't want to show up for his funeral. He said I had to go somewhere else, and so the reception was held at Brian Einstein's house. So everybody's at Brian Einstein's house. Um, he was playing a thing saying that his daughter and Adam was going to get married, but that wasn't necessarily the case. Adam was telling me something different before he got married. But while at the funeral reception, his mom was living with Adam and his girlfriend and Adam's son. But Adam's girlfriend is not the baby mama of Adam's son, baby Adam. And so his mom, well, Brian Einstein at the funeral reception, he brings Adam's mom and accuses her of using hard drugs at Anna's funeral reception and kicks her out and asks my permission or asks my opinion. And I was like, he's like, do you think Adam would get pissed off for his mom using drugs at funeral reception? I was like, I guess so. Then he kicks her out. I was like, of his out of her own son's funeral reception. It's like, damn.